So now that the so-called free market has decided that arming teachers is a bad idea, will the NRA and the gun manufacturers they represent follow its lead? Let's ask Austin Petersen, Chief Executive for Stonegate LLC and editor of the Libertarian Republic.com. Austin, welcome back. So, armed third grade teachers?
Well, you know, right, only cops can have guns. You know, why in the world do we have these central economic planners telling us exactly how much we can make interest-wise on our money market accounts? You're cheating the people who are saving money, and you're bailing out Wall Street with these interest rates. It's just absolutely ludicrous. This is the economics of disaster, and it's really sowing the seeds for another financial crisis, such as the one we had in 2008.
Austin, what do you hate about hungry children?
Well, Tom, it's easy to be compassionate when someone else is picking up the tab, but
I'm picking up the tab.
Yeah, well, but I think it was Mark Twain that said that a full belly is little worth where the mind is starved, Tom. So the poor have gotten better off in the United States after all because of free market capitalism, sir, and you are ignoring that, and you are causing the poverty that you claim to be against, and you say it's deregulation, sir, but it is the regulation of these corporations that they demand.
This makes no sense. It's stupid.
Okay, well, I would just have to fall back on Jefferson when he said that I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences of too much liberty than of too little.
This has nothing to do with liberty. It has to do with firearms. It has to do with lead.
Let's shift gears now to somebody who nobody has ever heard of. Liberty champion, because anybody can write for the Examiner. Liberty champion Petersen says conspiracy theories hurt movement. And it goes on to act like, this has got to be some PR piece written for him. It goes on to act like this Justin Bieber lookalike has a show on Fox. This was written today. Listen, Leaf champion, I think that's his new name. Listen, champion that no one ever heard of, who did nothing.
A low-wage economy is much better than a no-wage economy, and what happens is when you're trying to raise the minimum wage across the board, you're hurting the people who are unemployed, who are unskilled, who are unable to get jobs. If you really want to limit the power of corporations, introduce capitalism and free markets, because then they'll have competition. That's how you'll create a middle class.
Like they did in Estonia.
Right after the fall of the Soviet Union, absolutely.
Yes. Okay. One country. One country.
They're building a 300-mile-per-hour magnetic levitating train right now. They're going to blow away China and the United States, and it's totally privatized. That's what Japan did. That was.
I guarantee you that is not totally private.
Yes, it is. The Japan National Railways were privatized in 1987. They were able to pay back their construction debt and make capital improvements. Tom, listen to their networks. They reversed their stagnation and decline that the Japanese National Railways.
You saw the same thing with Deutsche Bahn.